Now, I've had an absolutely brilliant idea. I've decided to come to the Severn Valley Railway. I'm here at Bewdley at the moment, just about to go and get the train and so on. And I thought I'd come by myself today because I don't know about you, but I'm enjoying the journeys. But listening to Joe whittering on about trains and things all day is driving me nuts. So I thought I'll come and do this one by myself and see how I get on. So this is just a Steve does Bewdley and so on, and I'm really looking forward to it. Hang on a minute. What the hell are you doing here? What are you doing here? I've just been explaining to the audience that I was planning to do this one by myself to avoid having to listen to you witter on all day.
Oh, I can imagine that'd be a lot better.
But where? Anyway, Joe, we're here, aren't we?
No, we're at Bewdley on the Severn Valley Railway.
Yeah.
In about 4 or 5 minutes, a train is going to arrive.
Right.
How exciting!
Great stuff. I hope you know where you're going.
I never know where.
Right, so here we go. Severn Valley Railway.
And we should push the door and not pull it.
Yeah, quite.
There you are.
No, he's very bright. He hasn't got a lot of he's very bright. Oh, yeah,
And of course, Joe, being keen on taking photographs and stuff, is now standing on the bridge. And I'm assuming that when the train comes, he's going to jump off it.
And for us, the carriage boards are the red rails.
Oh, right. So, a bit of a rainy day, Joe, but...
Yes, but nonetheless, it's still nice to go on Steve coach. It's a very nice coaches as well,
Yes.
LMS coaches.
yeah,
And we're on our way to Bridgenorth, where
Yes.
we're going to go and have a look round and have a look at the funicular as well.
indeed, and maybe a sort of refreshment.
That would be good.
Yes, good. Actually, I've just noticed something. As you know, we normally travel first class
Yes.
because we are first class, right? However, we found our true place because if you look up there, we are in fact travelling. Well, you probably can't see it on the video. We're in fact travelling third class, which is probably more like it, really, isn't it?
And it's still more comfortable than any train now.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice, the countryside?
It is, and I've just, again, you probably couldn't see it through all the gloom, but I've just seen a garden with some beehives in it.
Lovely. When we go over the through the tunnel, and then after the tunnel, there's like a big bridge, and there's a lovely view off the bridge of the presumably the River Severn.
Yeah, round here. Yeah. Nice part of the world.
Mm. Well, we're at Hampton Load.
Well, you seem to be steaming at the moment, Joe. Yeah.
We're about to climb quite a significant gradient up to Bridgenorth. And yeah, it's going well so far, apart from the weather.
But it's not actually raining at the moment, whether you've noticed.
I'll take your word for it.
Yes.
I'm still getting wet.
Oh, what a lovely little engine,
It's
Joe.
lovely, isn't it?
Beautiful, isn't it? It made a lovely noise.
It
coming up the slope and everything. It's really, really good. Yeah. So we've managed to get to Bridgenorth.
Yes,
So
34% have made it on the Red Road to Bridgenorth.
oh right, yeah.
So we've made it. That was a great little run, wasn't it?
It was a
The
lovely
Austerity
run.
performed brilliantly,
Yes, yeah,
down at Up Erdington Bank.
yes.
So we're going to go for a wander now into Bridgenorth, and then
And including the funicular up the if it's open, of course.
if it's open.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What a lovely footbridge over there.
what a lovely day.
Yeah. Welcome to Bridgnorth.
Well,
a load of scaffolding.
Is go and find some scaffolding.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And then behind it is this lovely cliff railway.
Ah. Oh, that's really nice, isn't it?
And it's
Hey?
hidden away.
Yeah. Shin. Why is that? This is a lovely little device, isn't it?
Thanks very much. When you look at this, you associate a cliff lift with the seaside.
Yes.
And of course here we have a cliff lift in Bridgenorth.
Yes. Admittedly by the River Severn, which is down there, and look at that view over Bridgenorth and over the River Severn. Really nice. Exactly. So
And-
what's not to like about
No,
that?
and I've just been looking. This is one of the steepest cliff lifts in the country.
Right.
However, Hastings has a cliff lift, the East Hill Railway,
Yes.
which is graded steeper at 78%.
And I've been on that, but
Which
well,
presumably means this is second
yes.
steepest.
Well, that's incredible. Yeah.
And by the looks of it, it was opened in 1892.
So just before I was born then.
Just before you were born.
Yeah.
One of our ambitions, of course, Joe, is to go into every funicular in the country.
It is.
So that's this is the second.
No, this is the third. We had two in
yeah,
Scarborough.
that's right.
But
Yes,
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 I suppose it
so-
depends how we're defining them. But yes,
Here we go. This is really quaint, isn't it? I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about this street.
it's just fantastic. I must admit, I wasn't sure what to expect when we got up here. This wasn't it.
Lovely, isn't it?
It is. And the view was fantastic over the Severn Valley. Oh, look at this, all little shops and... Yeah. And it does remind you of it.
It adds a certain je ne sais quoi to the scenery, doesn't it?
Yeah, how's that for a view?
We had a lovely lunch in Bridgenorth. Been very pleasantly surprised by Bridgenorth being at the top of the hill, not the bottom where we thought it was. So that shows what we know. And just wending our way back, hopefully,
To the Severn Valley, yeah.
station, yeah.
And we're going to have a diesel loco on the way back. But it's, which is, not the same as the steam, but great.
But diesel's not the same as steam.
I know, remarkable.
Your insights are, something else.
And Bridgnorth has the distinct feel of a seaside town, probably because it's so oldie worldy.
Because it's
Now, Joe, of course, we had a lovely day, but you've ruined it by putting me behind a diesel. But there's something a bit special about that diesel engine, isn't there?
It is interesting. So the diesel loco on the front of this train is a Class 17 D8568, which is one of 117 diesel locomotives built in the early 1960s by the Clayton Equipment Company Limited for British Rail. They went into traffic. They weren't a very successful design of loco, unfortunately.
Why were they missing wheels or something, or what was
They're
the?
quite likely at that time.
Yeah.
They weren't very powerful, etc. So there was a problem with them. The one on the front of this train was withdrawn in 1971, but it came back in 1972 and went into industrial use as an industrial loco. It was preserved in 1983, returned to traffic in 1989 by the Chinhal and Princess Risborough Railway. it's currently obviously here on loan, and as I say, it's great to see on the front of a train. And I think it's important that with the railway we try and preserve everything, isn't it?
Well, they've managed to preserve me.
Exactly, and they're going to preserve me at some point.
Well, yes, they should do. Yes.
But there you are.
Brilliant.
And
okay.
The Claytons are quite renowned for the fact there was quite a bit, a load of diesel locomotives were built by British Rail, who were trying to get steam off the network, and rather than taking their time, they had all these various designs, and like the Class 17, quite a few of them were unsuccessful. Whereas the standard steam classes were very successful, and what they should have done was carried on with the standard classes for another 5 years and phase diesel in more measured and slowly. But instead they went, woof, let's do it all in one go.
And look what happened.
And the problem was that we ended up with an unreliable motley crew of diesels at one point. We had some very successful diesels, the Class 47, the Class 37, but by and large we had a very motley crew, which of course did the railway some damage that didn't turn round until the Intercity 125 in the late 1970s.
Well, thank you for that.
That's okay.
It's still a diesel engine on the front, not
It is
steam.
a diesel engine
Yes.
on the front, yes.
Yeah, but never
And
mind.
unfortunately, we will say it, owing to the current situation, cost of living going up, and of course the Ukraine situation, preserve railways like this one obviously are having to think about preserving coal. And I imagine that's why this diagram today is diesel, because normally this one is one of the steam trips.
Yeah, difficult times. One of the nice things coming back, Joe, is we've got a compartment. I do quite like compartment trains. It's sort of, it's got something about them, haven't they?
Yes, and in Europe, some of the trains, the new modern trains in Europe still have.
Oh, right, yeah.
I know it's still a dying thing.
Yeah.
But I do think there is something nice about travelling in a compartment.
And the only thing that's spoiling it for me, really, is having to share the compartment with you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
It's a good job we're not getting off, because I'd buy everything in these railway mania places.
Now down there, there's that church up there, and down there is the canal, and then you've got a pub by the canal. I think that's Wolverley down there, or it's round there somewhere, and that's where we used to go camping.
Very nice.
All good stuff.
Arley.
Not old Arley,
Not old, no, or indeed new Arley.
but just Arley.
And there's what was the signal box in Old Dr. Beechin.
Yeah.
Well, there we are. We're back at Bewdley. 24 miles of back and forth from here to Bridgenorth. Obviously, very enjoyable on the railway today, I would say.
Yeah.
Usual question: have you enjoyed yourself?
I've really enjoyed it. Of course, we started off in the rain, which wasn't very helpful, but it really brightened up now. But I'm going to have to go and have a lie down, because I thought Bridgenorth main town centre was at the bottom of the Cliff Railway, but in fact it's at the top of it. So what do I know?
And what a nice place it was.
Lovely.
Yes,
Yeah, really
fantastic.
nice.
Yes. As usual, if you could give us a like, subscribe, etc. And we'll see you again next time. Thank you for watching.
Cheers.